Next, followed by another string of great Frankenstein movies, the Hammer Horror Frankenstein movies, with Peter Cushing as Dr. Frankenstein in all of them except for one. But these movies are fantastic. Check these out if you can, and here's the order of them, because you got to do some research on these as well to find the order. First one is The Curse of Frankenstein. Then you have The Revenge of Frankenstein, which might be my favorite of them. This is actually the only way I could get the third one was in this set, the Hammer Horror Story. Comes with 8 films, 8 Hammer Horror films, and The Evil of Frankenstein, you'll see it right there, that is actually one of the movies it comes with, and that is the third Hammer Horror Frankenstein movie. That's the only way I could find it. There's the poster for it on the back. And guess what? It's the worst of the Hammer Frankenstein movies, it really is. But they improved with Frankenstein Created Woman. Really good movie. This is actually one of Martin Scorsese's favorite movies of all time, which is very odd. Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. Step down from the last one, but still really good. Then you have the semi-reboot, semi-prequel type thing, Horror of Frankenstein, starring Ralph Bates as Dr. Frankenstein, and he's younger. And it's like I said, it's like a reboot slash prequel. It's very odd, and it's almost a comedy. This is actually kind of a funny movie. You have to see it for yourself. And the last is Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell. Definitely the oddest of them for sure. Very weird. Then you have Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Oh shit, my movies are falling. Then you have Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. The same with Bram Stoker's Dracula. I don't know what they were just. I don't know, those two movies are just so bloated and pretentious to me. Then we have The French Connection, great Gene Hackman movie, followed by a sequel which I think is underrated and even better than the first one, French Connection 2, one of the most underrated sequels of all time. Love Gene Hackman's performance in that. Then you have one of the funniest movies of all time. There they go. Then you have one of the funniest movies of all time, Friday. Love that movie. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. Love it. And the 4 film favorites, Friday the 13th. Yeah, this comes with Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4, the final chapter, which I think the final chapter might be my favorite of these. These movies are so fun, and I know they're stupid, but they're so fun. Next we got Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Definitely one of the oddballs of the franchise. Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives, one of the best. Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. Great entry. Alright, Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Everyone agrees that's a terrible movie. But not as bad as this one to me. Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. Hate that movie. Oh, then another bad one, Jason X. But I kind of like that I have them all, except for the remake. From Dusk Till Dawn, great Robert Rodriguez and Tarantino collaboration. And Selma Hayek in that movie. Good Lord, Selma Hayek. Here we have From Here to Eternity. Frozen. Yes, it's overrated, but not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it would be really overhyped, and it is, but not as bad as I thought it would be. Haven't seen the sequel yet, though. The Fugitive, my favorite action movie of all time, and one of my favorite movies of all time. Love this movie to death. Love it. Full Metal Jacket, another classic Vietnam War movie. Fun and Fancy Free, one of my favorite Disney movies. I think this is an underrated Disney movie. Yeah, I love it. Definitely nostalgic. Funny Face, Audrey Hepburn. Galaxy Quest, great comedy. Gangs of New York. Garden State. Very, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about that. Then you have Get Caught with Michael Caine, you see. This is the original Get Caught with Michael Caine, not that one with Stallone, you know, he's... that's my Michael Caine. It's fun imitating him. Now we have Ghost. If this counts as a romance movie, then this is one of the best, for sure. Alright, next we have Ghostbusters Collection. This comes with 1 and 2, and a booklet. This is really all you need, is Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I don't really get why everyone craps on 2 so much. I actually really enjoy Ghostbusters 2. Underrated sequel. Now we have Ghost World. This is a great movie. I highly recommend this to anybody. This is a really, really good movie. It's based on a graphic novel, which I actually picked up pretty recently. Let me see if yep, here it is. There you go. So yeah, based on a graphic novel and a damn good movie. Alright, next we have Giant. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. The American version. Gladiator. I think it's overrated, but I picked this up recently to see if this is an improvement. I didn't even know it existed, but here we have Gladiator Extended Edition, so we'll see. We'll see how it holds up to the other. Glengarry Glen Ross, one of my favorite movies. This is a great movie. This is an actor's movie. This is just, you're watching a play. That's pretty much what it's like, but you're watching, it's better than a play. These are just, it's full of 6 great actors. You know what? One of them, 7 great actors, because one of them is actually missing on the cast list right here. But 7 great actors. You got Al Pacino, Jack Lemmon, Alec Baldwin, Ed Harris, Alan Arkin, Kevin Spacey, and I think his name, yeah, Jonathan Pryce. Oh, such a great cast. Oh, great movie. Next we have the mother of trilogies, the Godfather trilogy on Blu-ray. I can't believe I didn't have faith in you. First time I watched these movies, I did not like them. I thought they were boring and long and just overrated and pretentious. Watched them a second time, I appreciated them more. Watched them a third time. First 2 are 2 of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. First 2 are definitely in my favorite movies of all time list now, for sure. Third one sucks. It's not very good. And I know they released that new cut of Godfather Part 3, but I've heard it's not very different. They only changed like 2 scenes or something. Maybe I'm getting it from the wrong sources or something, but I don't really have interest in it. Here we have Godzilla, the Criterion Collection. My favorite Godzilla movie, actually. The original. The Gold Rush, Charlie Chaplin. Very ambitious movie, especially for its time. Here we have Gone Girl, I think one of David almost forgot his name. One of David Fincher's best movies, I think. I think this was, when did this come out? 2014? Yeah, 2014. Definitely, I think, one of the best movies of that year. Gone with the Wind, a classic, one of my favorite movies. Goodfellas, another one of my favorite movies. Probably Scorsese's best. Good Morning Vietnam, great Robin Williams movie. If you're a Robin Williams fan and you haven't seen this, you're doing yourself a disservice. Oh, speaking of which, it's so coincidental how this happens sometimes. Another great Robin Williams movie, Good Will Hunting, one of my favorite movies of all time. This is such a feel-good, well, yeah, I'll say it. It's a feel-good movie, especially towards the end. It's a very hopeful movie. It leaves you with a lot of hope. That's just what I'll say. And I think it's Robin Williams' greatest performance. One of my favorite movies of all time. I don't care what anybody says. The Goonies. I love this movie so much. It has a big, giant, special place in my heart. The Graduate. I actually thought this was a little overrated. Need to give that another watch for sure. The Grand Budapest Hotel. Get off my lawn. Gran Torino. I know everybody does that, but that's what you think of immediately when you see this. Gran Torino. One of Clint Eastwood's greatest movies for sure. Now we have the Titanic 3-disc set. I have 2 versions of Titanic. The only reason I have this one is because it has the features on it. Very interesting behind-the-scenes process of that movie. Definitely one of the most interesting. Streetcar Named Desire, a classic I have not seen, but I can't wait to see it. Suspiria, a horror classic by the great Dario Argento. I was a little underwhelmed by this. Definitely a well-made movie, and definitely has a great style to it. Alright, now we have the Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut. I actually prefer the Superman 2 that we all grew up with. That one's good, it's okay. Maybe if that's the one I grew up with, I would like it, but I would like it more, but Superman 2, the Richard Lester cut, I just actually prefer. Now we have Superman Returns. Yeah, bloated. just bloated, overly long, just super bad. One of the best comedies of the 2000s to me. Sunshine, I was really let down by this movie. I need to give it another chance. Sunset Boulevard, great movie. Came out around the same time as All About Eve. Like I said about All About Eve earlier. Very similar themes. And I don't know which one is better. I think this is more of like a noir approach. The other one's more of a drama. This one's more of like a film noir. I think I might prefer this. I don't know. I need to watch them both again. This is Sunrise, A Song of Two Humans. This is a silent movie, old silent movie from, what year is this? It doesn't say. I want to say like 1920 or 1919 or something like that. 1929, okay. So very ambitious silent film. I know silent films aren't for everybody. I'm not really a big silent film fan, but this is definitely an ambitious one, and even won Best Picture the year it came out. And it's actually kind of a beautiful movie. Check it out. Sunday Bloody Sunday. Not really much to say about that. The Sting with Paul Newman and Robert Redford. Again, like Butch Cassidy, I think it's a tad overrated, but I like this better than Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Terms of Endearment. Haven't seen it yet. One of my favorite films of all time. The Terminator. And I know I'm going to get a lot of crap, but I prefer the first Terminator over Terminator 2. And I know that's blasphemy. But it's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. I just think The Terminator is a better film than Terminator 2. But Terminator 2 is one of the best damn movies ever made. And one of the greatest sequels of all time. And I will not deny anybody who says that. I mean, the Terminator 2 is a damn good movie. So good. Both of them so good. The Ten Commandments. Great, epic Charlton Heston movie. I think I prefer Ben-Hur, but Ten Commandments is really good. Teen Wolf. Give me a keg of beer. Next we have America! Team America, World Police. Taxi Driver. Great Scorsese movie. I still don't know how to pronounce this title, but you can see it. Actually haven't seen that yet. I've heard good things about it. Swingers. Comedic classic. Sweet Smell of Success. Pretty good noir movie. It's kind of similar to Ace in the Hole a little bit. I think I like Ace in the Hole better, but Burt Lancaster gives a great performance in this. I think he might be one of the greatest movie villains I've seen in a long time. Here you have Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Pretty good movie, pretty good Tim Burton movie. I think it might be his last actual good movie. He has not made a good movie in a long time. Here we have the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I was actually disappointed the first time, but I'm going to give it another watch soon. I actually like this better, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Fun, just goofy horror movie. Check it out if you're a fan of Texas Chainsaw and you have not seen 2. Oh, you need to check it out. Very funny. Then we have Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. This is also entertaining, but it can be a little boring at times. And then, fuck this movie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. This movie is a pile of shit. This is a terrible movie. Even with Matthew McConaughey is the best part of it. He hams it up and he gives a goofy, fun performance in it, an unhinged one. Renee Zellweger's also in this, but yeah, that's terrible. Then we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake with Jessica Biel. I'm telling you, when Jessica Biel is in that freezer and everything, that sounds it sounds really bad. But Jessica Biel, oh, she's just good stuff, man. But I actually prefer this over the original Texas Chainsaw. I've heard a lot of people say that, actually. Film people, too. So, I'm not alone in that. Then we have the not-so-good Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. Then we have Texas Chainsaw 3D. I have not seen this yet. I know it has this really bad reputation, but I really want to see for myself. I'm really curious.